In this video, we'll be hunting a box of nickels. We'll be looking for anything older than 1960, including silver war nickels, buffalo nickels, or anything older. We'll also be looking for any proofs, foreigns, errors or varieties, or any other interesting things we can find. Right now, I do have this one box in front of me, but if it doesn't produce enough finds, I will add a second box onto this video. Have checked for enders, no confirmed enders in the box, so just get on to the hunt, and I'll bring you in when we have our first find of the nickel hunt. Just open the second roll, and the first find of the hunt is actually going to be a foreign. Just open the roll, see the edge of a Canadian nickel right there, and it is a 1999. Roll number 6, and we have our first few older Jeffersons in the box, and they are all from the 50s, 1955 Denver, 1957 Denver, and 1958 from Denver as well. Roll number 8, and I just uncovered a silver. I saw the edge when I opened the roll, looked at it, thought it was just a corroded normal nickel. But in the roll, I see a Denver mint mark on the reverse. Obviously, it's absolutely destroyed, super corroded, super damaged, but it still is a 35% silver war nickel. And it is a 1945 out of Denver. Again, absolutely destroyed, but it is silver. Super surprised at that. Saw the edge, didn't think it was silver, and it is a silver. That is an awesome find. Roll number 11, and this box just got even better. We got one in the last video, we're going to get one again. Just open the roll, and I see the edge of a buffalo nickel right there. Let's uncover it. It is reverse facing. We'll see the mint mark first. Ton of gunk on it. It's out of Philly, it looks like. No mint mark. Let's see if we can have a date. Don't know if I'm going to be able to get a date on this one. Might have to nicodate it. I'll be back if I can see a date or after I've nickodated it. I am back, and I did end up using nicodate on the nickel since I couldn't see the date at all, but I'm pleasantly surprised when I used nicodate. It is actually a 1913 Buffalo nickel, which is the first year they were made. And of course it is 1913 type 2 since we don't have the raised mount on the back, but we do have 1913 first year Buffalo nickel, which is awesome. Of course, with all the gunk stuck on the back and using the nicodate, it doesn't have a ton of value, but it is a first year Buffalo nickel, which is a super awesome find in the box. Roll number 15 is going to give us a couple more older nickels. First, we finally have our first 40s nickel that isn't a silver. It's kind of crazy. We got a silver and a buffalo before our first normal nickel from the 40s. And it is just a 1940 out of Philly. And we also have a 1955 out of Denver. Just opened roll 19. We're going to have the second foreign of the box. Looks like it's probably going to be another Canadian nickel in the middle of the roll, which it is. This one's a little bit nicer, and it's another 1999. Roll 24. We have another find from the 40s. This one is 1949, minted in Denver. Next roll is the halfway point of the box, and we have yet another find from the 40s. This time we have another 1940 from Philly. Just opened roll 28, and I see the edge of Canadian nickel number 3 of the box. See it right there at that beaded border. And it is another Canadian nickel, this time from 1979, which is a pure nickel one. Don't see this too often. That's an awesome find. Just opened roll 32, and I see the edge of another Canadian nickel, which is going to be the fourth one of the box. It's definitely a lot for one box. This time we're going to have one from 2000. Roll number 37, and I missed it by the edge when I opened the roll, but we're going to have a second Buffalo nickel for the box. Did just uncover it, and we do have a date this time. It's in 1935. Can't remember the last time I got two Buffaloes in a box, probably earlier this year, but it's very hard to do. We have a 1935. Let's see what the mint mark is. It's a 1935 San Francisco. Awesome. Second Buffalo of the box. Didn't have to nicodate it this time. It's from the 30s, but two Buffaloes and a silver. This box is awesome. Roll 39. We have a couple more older Jeffersons. Not too many in this box for sure, but Buffaloes and silver definitely make up for it. We have another 1949 Denver, as well as another 1955 out of Denver. Next roll, we have another find from the 40s. This time it's our first nickel from 1948 of the hunt. It's a 1948 from Philly. Roll 42. The older Jeffersons are certainly picking up near the end of the box because we have a couple more from this roll. We have 1946 from Philly and 1959 from Denver. Next roll, we have another find from the 40s. This time it is another 1948 out of Philly. Last roll of the box, we do have a few more finds just from the 50s. And we have 1955 out of Denver and two 1959s, and both those are Denver's as well. Since this was such an awesome box, just going to keep it to a one-box hunt, so I'll be back with a wrap-up. Nickel box has been hunted, so let's go over the finds. We end up with 23 Esmonds, which is a lot more than I normally see in a single box. 4 foreigns, all were Canadian, including one 1979 pure nickel one, which is definitely cool to see. The rest are from 1999 and 2000. Did get 2 09s for the box as well, both in rough shape, but I'll take 2 09s in a box, usually a little bit more than I get. Now let's go on to the older Jeffersons. Definitely really light for the box. Probably my lightest box for older Jeffersons, maybe ever. Definitely in a while, though. All just common 40s and 50s, of course, but that's all right considering we got 3 great finds for the box. Definitely my best nickel box in a while because of that. 2 Buffalo nickels, which is just incredible. One we did have to nicodate, but it did end up being a 1913 first-year Buffalo nickel. It is a 1913 Type 2 with the normal not raised mound, and it does have all this gunk stuck to the back. I don't know if it was glued to something or what, but it is a 1913 first-year Buffalo nickel. Definitely a great find, even though it's in rough shape. And another Buffalo nickel as well. This one a more common, 1935. It is from San Francisco, though, which is cool to see. So 2 Buffalo nickels for the box. Definitely excellent finds there. And we did get a silver as well, although it's really damaged, and I really couldn't even tell it's a silver without seeing the date and the mint mark, but it is a 1945 out of Denver, 35% silver war nickel. Super corroded and has a lot of damage on it, but it still is silver, which means it's definitely an awesome find. With 2 Buffaloes and a silver, that makes my best nickel box in quite a while. That was definitely an awesome nickel box.